Hello YouTube. Today we're going to do a quick video on replacing the door hinges on your Hummer H1. So I got this side done already. I got these back from powder coat. I know they came powder coated, but I really didn't like the finish on them, so I had them stripped and I powder coated them again. And on these I opted to go with the heat treated stainless steel 12-point screws. I like the stainless ones a little better because they've got a much bigger head on them, and it looks a little meatier in there. And I didn't really feel like spending $120 on heat-treated stainless screws, but what the heck. So anyway, you got some that are 3/4 inch long, and you got some that are 1 inch long, and then I got the black oxide stainless washers. And if you're driving your truck down the road and you've got a lot of body rattles and your hinge looks like this, and it's just completely wore out after 23 years, look to your hinges. I took this for a drive, and the difference already is night and day from this side for the body rattles. So if you've got a lot of rattles in it, maybe it's time to do your hinges. Just rock your door up and down if you've got a lot of play. And there's the stock hinges I took off. There's my driver's side mirror, which I'm going to do in a minute. There's my fearless little helper. Yeah, she's not much help, but anyway, so we're going to come over here to this side of the truck. Oops, sorry about that, banging the camera tripod. And we're going to pop this off, and there's a quick little tip to get this thing off. I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, we're going to pop this hinge off. So the first thing I want to do is take these two screws out right here. Now there's a plate inside this door that rattles around, and there's a chance that you could lose it if you take all three screws out at the same time. So what I did is take these two out and then get a couple pieces of just 1/4-20 all thread, same pitch as a screw, and just run them into that plate. And that will allow that plate to rattle around, and if in case it wants to fall, these things will keep that thing from keep that plate from dropping down. And it's supposed to be captivated, but sometimes they're not. And if you drop that plate, then then you got to take your whole door panel off to get that plate back up in there. I didn't want to do that. So the screws in the frame are captivated, so you don't have to worry about losing anything there. So pop that off. You can leave your door shut. There's nothing else you really need to do. A lot of guys are like, oh, you got to strap your doors in and all that stuff. Your door's going to fall off. Now your door's not going anywhere if you just leave it closed. So pop that hinge off that stud. Yeah, it's pretty old. So I like to clean as I go. So a little simple green. Wipe that down. Just get a lot of that crud out of there. I could probably use a little wax in there, but we'll do that another day. But anyway, you can see how that plate moves around in there, and it's not supposed to fall out of there, but yeah, I don't trust it. So then take your new hinge, just slide it over, and get your screws started. Now all of the adjustments are made in this plate right here. These pretty much are fixed. The nut plates don't move inside there. So you can go ahead and when you put the door on, you can tighten these two bolts all the way. And now we're going to need a bigger socket because these are a much larger head on these new stainless screws. So you can take these and just tighten them up wherever they land, because there's really no adjustment in that hinge. And then once you get this one just slugged up a little bit, and go ahead and take these back out. Put your other two screws in. And you can leave the front two just a little bit loose, because now you're going to open and close your door a bunch of times, and you can just tighten this one up as you loosen, tighten, and adjust the door and try it. You don't have to tighten all three. You don't have to loosen all three. Just use the one to adjust where you want the door to land. When you like the fit, then just go ahead and tighten all three of them up. Now on the front door, I already got the mirror popped off, but on the front door, unfortunately, you're going to have to take the inside the door card off, because this connector obviously will not back out through that hole. So once you get those 3 bolts out, you got to go inside and disconnect this cable and pull it out, because the ends are really small. It's really easy to do. You pull that out, you put your hinge on, same way, and then just put it all back together. So once you get your door panel off, you've got the connector that came out through the front of the door for the power mirror to plug into, and then you just have these little connectors on the back side. They will fish through the hole in the hinge. You have to feed them through one at a time. They connect right here inside your door. If you've never had your door panel off, they're just little clips. They just snap onto the body panel. The red one is not used. It's for heated mirrors. I live in Arizona. I don't need heated mirrors, so that one just hangs in there. But the other 2 hook up there. So on the front side, it's a little bit different as far as the hardware goes. So I've got the newer stainless ones here, but inside this mirror adapter plate, there's a little counter bore, and that's made for the head of that screw to go down inside. So I did not put the larger stainless ones out here. I just got new ones of these, and I'm going to keep the stock one, and the mirror is going to cover it up anyway. So you won't see it, but that will put that back the way it goes, and it'll be like it's supposed to. So otherwise, you're going to have this head sticking way up, and it'll probably fit inside the mirror cavity, but you know, it helps locate that plate. Keep it the way it is, and all's good. So that's about it. I just got to put the door panel back together, put the connector back in, put the mirror on, and done for the day. This whole job took me probably less than an hour and a half to do all 8 hinges, so it's really fast, and I think it's a great look. And thanks for watching, and hope you got some information out of this.